Your past doesn't get the final say. Let that sink in for a moment. Whatever you did, whatever happened to you, whatever mistakes you made, whatever doors closed, whatever people said about you, none of that has the power to decide who you become next. You are not a headline from yesterday. You are not a mistake from last year. You are not the worst thing you ever did or the worst thing that ever happened to you right now. In this very moment, you still have breath in your body and choices in front of you. And that means your story is still being written. There are so many people walking around today feeling stuck, ashamed, broken, or behind in life because they believe their past has already defined their future. They look at their history like it's a life sentence. They say, because I failed here, I can't win there. Because I messed up then, I don't deserve better now. Because they hurt me, I can't trust again. Because I grew up this way, I can't rise above it. But listen to me closely. Your past can explain you, but it does not have the authority to imprison you. It can inform your journey, but it does not get to control your destination. Before we go deeper, if you're someone who wants more motivation, encouragement, and real-life truth like this, make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel, Sarah Jakes. It helps us reach more people who need this message today. And if this is already speaking to your heart, stay with me because this might be exactly what you need to hear right now. I want you to think about how much energy people spend replaying old scenes in their mind. That one decision, that one relationship, that one opportunity they missed, that one thing they said or didn't say. They live their life in rewind mode, constantly judging their present through the lens of their past. But here's the truth. You cannot move forward while living in yesterday. You cannot build tomorrow while holding on to the ashes of what didn't work out. You cannot step into who you are becoming if you refuse to let go of who you used to be. Some of you are carrying guilt that God never asked you to carry. Some of you are holding shame that was never yours to begin with. Some of you are dragging trauma behind you like a heavy suitcase, wondering why life feels so exhausting. And it's not because you're weak. It's because you were never meant to carry your past into your future. You were meant to learn from it, grow from it, and then release it. Let me say this clearly. Healing is not pretending your past didn't happen. Healing is deciding that what happened will not have power over what happens next. Healing is choosing to forgive yourself. Healing is choosing to stop punishing yourself for a version of you that was just trying to survive. You did the best you could with what you knew at the time. And now you know better, and now you can do better. Some of you feel disqualified because of your history. You think, who am I to dream big? Who am I to start over? Who am I to want more out of life after everything I've done or everything that's been done to me? But here's the twist. Your past doesn't disqualify you. It qualifies you. It gave you wisdom. It gave you strength. It gave you compassion. It gave you depth. It gave you a story that can change someone else's life. Think about it. The people who make the biggest impact in this world are not the ones who had perfect lives. They are the ones who rose from pain. They are the ones who refused to let their wounds turn into walls. They are the ones who took their mess and turned it into a message. They are the ones who said, yes, I've been through some things, but I'm still standing and I'm still becoming. Your past does not get the final say over your relationships. Maybe you loved someone who broke your heart. Maybe you trusted someone who betrayed you. Maybe you stayed too long. Maybe you left too soon. Maybe you chose wrong. That does not mean you are unlovable. That does not mean you are bad at relationships. That does not mean you will always be hurt. It means you learned something. And learning is not failure. Learning is progress. Your past does not get the final say over your career. Maybe you failed a class. Maybe you lost a job. Maybe your business didn't work out. Maybe you wasted time. Maybe you chose the wrong path. That does not mean you are a failure. That does not mean it's too late. That does not mean you missed your chance forever. It means you are wiser now. It means you know what not to do. It means you are better prepared for what's next. Your past does not get the final say over your worth. What people said about you how they treated you, the labels they put on you, the ways they misunderstood you, the ways they rejected you. None of that gets to define your value. Your worth is not up for debate. Your worth is not based on your performance. Your worth is not based on your past mistakes. Your worth is something you were born with. I know some of you are thinking, but you don't know my story. You don't know how bad it was. You don't know what I've been through. And you're right. I may not know every detail of your pain, but I do know this. If you are still here, still breathing, still watching this video, then your story is not over. And as long as your story is not over, your past does not get the final say. There is something powerful about deciding today that you are no longer going to live your life on repeat, that you are no longer going to let old wounds dictate new decisions, that you are no longer going to let yesterday steal the joy of today, that you are no longer going to let fear from the past stop you from trying again. Trying again is not embarrassing. Trying again is brave. Starting over is not weakness. Starting over is strength. Asking for help is not failure. Asking for help is wisdom. Changing your mind is not being fake. Changing your mind is growth. Some of you need to give yourself permission to begin again. Permission to dream again. Permission to love again. Permission to hope again. Permission to believe again. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be to become who you are meant to be. Your past might have shaped you, but it does not own you. It might have influenced you, but it does not control you. It might have hurt you, but it does not define you. You are more than what you've been through. You are more than your worst day. You are more than your biggest mistake. And let me talk to the person who feels stuck in shame, the one who can't forgive themselves, the one who replays their mistakes every night before going to sleep, the one who thinks if people really knew the real me, they would leave. Listen to me. You are not your shame. You are not your secrets. You are not your regrets. You are a human being who made mistakes. And that does not make you unworthy of love, grace, or a fresh start. There is a future version of you that is proud you didn't give up. There is a future version of you that is grateful you chose healing over hiding. There is a future version of you that is standing in places you once thought you would never reach. But you will never meet that version of yourself if you stay stuck in the past. Sometimes the hardest part is not letting go of what happened. The hardest part is letting go of who you thought you were supposed to be. Letting go of the timeline you had in your head. Letting go of the version of your life you imagined. Just because it didn't happen the way you planned doesn't mean it's not going to be beautiful. It might even be better than you ever expected. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to know exactly where you're going. You just have to take the next right step, one decision, one moment of courage, one moment of honesty, one moment of choosing yourself. And if you feel tired, that's okay. Rest, but don't quit. Pause, but don't give up. Breathe, but don't go back to a place that almost broke you. You didn't survive all of that just to stay stuck in the same place. Your past doesn't get the final say. Not over your joy, not over your peace, not over your future, not over your purpose, not over your destiny. You get a say, you get a choice, you get a voice, you get a new chapter. So today, I want you to make a quiet promise to yourself, a promise that you will stop using your past as an excuse to stay small, a promise that you will stop letting fear run your life, a promise that you will choose growth even when it's uncomfortable, a promise that you will choose healing even when it's painful, a promise that you will choose hope even when it feels risky, because the truth is you are stronger than you think, you are braver than you believe. You are more capable than you know, and you are more loved than you realize. Your story is not over. Your best days are not behind you. Your past doesn't get the final say. You do. And if this message touched your heart, if it made you feel seen, encouraged, or less alone, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this today, and drop a comment below telling me one thing you're choosing to let go of from your past. Let's support each other and remind each other that our past does not get the final say.